Good morning, I'm Ali from the Bromley Common Congregation, and I'm not much of a runner. In fact, I think it would be true to say I've only run once in my entire life. Shortly after we lost our mum to brain cancer, my sisters and I decided to run the Race for Life in aid of cancer research. And as I went out and about trying to raise donations, I soon realised that those who knew me best had very little confidence I would complete the course and were generous with their donations. In fact, one friend even joked she'd double her donation if I would run the course in a teddy bear costume I'd recently bought for children's work. News soon spread I was running 5k in a teddy bear costume. The day of the race arrived, and my sisters sensibly decided to walk the course, but my niece and I decided to place ourselves at the front with the runners, the elite runners. And we were off, or I should say, they were off. I soon realised I'm not a runner, and I was soon being overtaken by the elite runners, the joggers, and even some of the walkers. And I hugely regretted the decision to try and run the race in a teddy bear costume. The enormous head meant I couldn't really see where I was going, and I couldn't breathe. The massive furry body meant I was boiling hot, and the enormous feet kept tripping me up. I spotted a water stop and stopped and took a cool drink of water. One of the marshals, seeing my beetroot red face, came over and took pity on me. "Throw off everything that's hindering you," he said. So I took off the enormous head, the massive feet, the furry body, and the gloves. And now in running shorts and a t-shirt, I felt as if I might be able to complete the course. It was a sunny day and the course was hilly, but as I set off again, my sisters came into view and they started to cheer me on. "Run, Ali, run," they said. And so off I went, and I'm pleased to be able to tell you I did complete the course. In Hebrews, our Christian lives are compared to the running of a race, and we are encouraged to throw off all that hinders us and keep our eyes on Jesus. I'm glad to be able to report that there is little or no actual running involved in walking our Christian life. In fact, the Bible often encourages us just to rest in Him. But the advice to throw off all that hinders us is a game changer. Things like sin, doubt, fear, unforgiveness, bitterness, anger, regret. All these things only weigh us down and cause us to take our eyes from Jesus. Whenever I think of keeping my eyes on Jesus, I remember the disciples that night out in a boat in a storm, and Jesus walking towards them on water. As he gets nearer, Peter shouts out, "I want to try." And Jesus says, "Come on, get out the boat, walk on water." And Peter gets out and he's looking at Jesus and he's walking towards him. He's walking on water. But then he looks down at the storm and he starts to sink. "Help me, Lord," he cries. And Jesus just catches him straight away. As we walk the race set before us, we can cry out prayers to Jesus. Our prayers at times might be so little that they don't seem like prayers at all, but they're enough. God hears them. There's only one elite runner that's run the race perfectly. Jesus ran the race for life, and even though his heart broke, he never stopped. He kept on running, even when the race led him to the cross. Why? He was running for a prize, the joy set before him. What prize? Jesus is God. He already had everything. What could he possibly be running for? What joy did he not have in heaven that he had to come to earth to get? That he could only get by dying on a cross. Me and you. We are Jesus' prize. We are his joy. We are what he came to win. In Acts 20, verse 24, it says, "My only aim is to finish the race and complete the task the Lord Jesus has given me. The task of testifying to the good news of God's grace.